It's starting to look like a haunted house over there. One directly across with the light on it. At least I know where it's at now. Wind blowing out here and everything else. I'm not a bit cold. That's Snow White going for cover. I know it's going to be a cold night tonight. I'm going out to see where the cats are at. I think they're all in. If they're not in, I'm bringing them in. I've decided a lot of things. I used to work for Prime, and I got to meet Barry Sanders and Eric Dickerson. What had happened is, I had something hit me on the turnpike. I was going to a gas station. I didn't have a whole lot of gas in the truck. And I had a cooler. Now what had happened is it popped a hole in the gas tank. So the tank was leaking. So I went ahead, found a place to park, got out of the way, and I got on an angle where I had actually been pouring the gas out of the tank into my cooler. And tripping it on the ground. They didn't see what happened. I didn't see it either. Now, what happened, I went into this meeting. I got to talk to Barry Sanders first. I had a good time talking to Barry. I thought he was a remarkable person. He asked me if I ever played baseball. I said, yeah, I played when I was a kid. And he talked to me a few questions. He said, I think he asked me, actually, he got close enough to me to ask me what gender that I thought I was. I said, I don't know. I'm kind of in the middle. from the pants down, it's all girl. From the top up, I don't know what it is. He started laughing. Okay. That one went pretty good. The other one, Eric Dickerson wanted to string me up. I said, Eric, you can't do that. That's against the law. I mean, I was just giving him, I was acting like I was the detective and he was the prosecutor. And he didn't like it one bit. He goes, you know, you're on thin ice. I said, you know, right now I really don't care. All I want to do is get out of West Virginia, get off the turnpike, and go back home. And we'll decide what I'm going to do when I get home. He did not like that. So anyway, Mark Green's name, he was the manager. He said, well, I think well, it wasn't what I was expecting. I thought you and Barry were going to get a room together. I was like, Mark, shut up. He goes, I'm your boss. I said, I don't care who you are. You don't talk to me like that. I was just out of line. You're on thin ice. Oh, he did not like that at all. He said, you're awful cocky for somebody that's in trouble. I said, I didn't get arrested. Did I? No, but you're in my hands now. I said, I really don't care. Actually, you really don't mean too much to me. I'm 8 years into my business, and you're giving me a hard time because I have one little mishap that we don't know what happened. Nothing was hit, nothing happened. I just had a leak. And you're giving me a hard time about it. And what I did is I stopped it from leaking too bad to where we didn't get fined or sued or worse. So yeah, good point. And I'm going to let it go. This is Mark. I'm going to let it go. But Eric wants to string you up. Let him, I don't care. I ain't going to spend any time in jail. If anything, I'm going to go ahead and file a restraint. I'm going to sue the company. You can't do that. Then, he found out my background. When I got on time after that, I went down, I sat to their head person over there in their place. They sent me to this doctor. He did a full evaluation on me, mental exam and everything. I said, you know what? These guys are out of line. He goes, yeah, I kind of think so too. Well, I was showing something on there, and I thought, you know, I see something else. I see a trail down through here Like when back in the early 70s, they were picking these people to be on the front line because they could see through the trees and the others can't. He goes, you know all that? So he passed me 100%, said nobody's ever known and said, well, been able to do that. There's nothing wrong with me, I'm being picked on. Okay, anyway, I left shortly after that. I was going to go to work for Roger Workman. I went into the office. His kid was giving me a hard time. Then come back after everything else. That whole situation is smoothed over. The turnpike talked to him and said, you know, everything's fine, nothing happened. It didn't do any damage or anything else. Just let it go. Drop it. So, anyway, hi kitty. Man, that kitty's fast too. Is there water down there? I'll get that one. Maybe a little bit of snow left over. He's chasing something. That's what the other cat did too. The thing that happened was, I lasted about another year and a half after that. I went over to Swift. And I got a good review from Prime. I should have stayed another 2 years and got my retirement. But you know what? It wasn't worth it. I mean, they were giving me jobs I did not like. They were pushing me over the limit on my log hours. I said, hey, I can't make this run. So I went over to Swift and started working with Larry Wilson. He's another one I work out to. I knew about my trust about 2016. I still worked over there at Prime. I miss my parents, I miss my family. It was 8 years over the road. Hey, I'm sorry, I didn't do it. Well, I'll be. My favorite Wanderlust program lady says, you don't say. She was really pretty funny. I haven't talked to her yet. I thought I saw her down here. I thought that was one girl. We were at the park over there, down there where Randy likes to go and wade out in the water and hike over the Pebble Beach. She was, hi, my name is Emily. I looked at her, but I didn't make the connection right away. It was Evan McLynch, the singer. She goes, yeah, I need to introduce myself to you too. I'm Emily. So I told her about my song. Let me get this on the short.